Welcome. I'm Lenore Kulek, and this is Look Great, Feel Great, the fitness, health, and beauty show. I'm glad you could join me. If you want a lifetime exercise activity that's good for coordination, balance, and even improves your immune system, try Tai Chi. And today is a great opportunity. I've invited a guest host with 40 years of experience who has more honors and awards than I could even have time to mention. She has a place of business called Tai Chi USA in East Brunswick. And I'd like to introduce Andy Lee.
Hi, I am Andy Lee, and we're going to get started right away. So if you please stand with your feet together first and pretend you have a shoe between your feet. Open them up so they're hip-width apart. Hip-width apart is the inside of your leg, not the outside. And if you want to later, please get a shoe and just put it between the arch of your feet. Then with your fingers, middle finger on your side seam, tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth, between the gums in your teeth, where you say la. This is our starting position. Hip-width apart, middle finger on your side seam, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, where you say la or ta-ta. From here, arms come in, up, sitting palm, and press down. This is the opening move. Middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, and press down. Again, please. Middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm no higher than your nose, and press down. One more time. Middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, press down. Again from the top, to make sure before we add on. We start with our feet together. Step out, left leg, hip-width apart. Hip-width apart is the size of your shoes between your feet. Middle finger on your side seam. Forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, and press down. Now, as you can see, you could do this sitting down, you could do it standing up, whatever is your preference at the moment. As for breathing, I just ask that you breathe. It's kind of important. Do not try to organize the movement with your breath. Just be aware of the fact that you are not holding it. So now I'm going to move over, and I'm going to show you the footwork for our next move, which is wave hands like clouds. Again, if you are sitting down, it's okay. You're going to open your legs so they're a little farther apart, and then you're going to close them so they're a little closer together. And then you're going to open them so they're a little farther apart, and close them so they're a little closer together. Now I'm going to take it from the top and show you everything. So we have opening, middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, and press down. Wave hands like clouds is hello and goodbye. So when we say hello, we open the door. And when we say goodbye, we close the door. And when we say hello, hello, we open the door. And when we say goodbye, we close the door. And then that's going to be the end of our form, because I'm going to run out of room, but you could do it as many times as you want. Then we're going to come to cross arms, palms up, and palms down. Then you're going to return to original position, which is middle finger on your side seam. So while I walk over, you don't have to, of course. We're going to take it from the top. Please open hip-width apart, middle finger on your side seam. Forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, press down. Don't forget the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth between your gums and your teeth. You're going to wave hello. In this case, my right arm is waving hello first. And open, so your legs are a little wider apart. Then you're going to wave goodbye. And close the door. Then you're going to wave hello. And open the door. Then you're going to wave goodbye. And close the door. So you're going to look in the direction that you wave. I'm just looking at you. You're going to wave hello. And look in the direction you wave. I'm just looking at you. And you're going to wave goodbye. And remember, we wave goodbye. Palm out. And then we're going to wave hello. Palm out. And open. Then you're going to wave goodbye. Palm out. And close. Back to your original position. Open it up. Arms come down. Cross in front. Palm up. Palm down. Then we return to our original position. So I'm stepping over, and I want to tell you again, when we do the Tai Chi form, we do not stand up. No standing up. We call this the Frankenstein form. You're going to sit down in what I call your director's chair. By sitting down in your director's chair, you give range of motion to your pelvic girdle. And by moving lateral, you help your balance. In this case, we are only going in one direction, that's to the left. And the movement of the arm in relationship to the leg is opposite arm to leg. The arm comes up as if it's going to give me a hug, and then it moves out. And you look at it, not at your hand. You look at your hand. No, you look at the direction your hand is going, and then press down. So it comes up as if to embrace you, and then it goes out to say goodbye or to say hello. Not facing you, palm out. So it's a constant drill. Out and up, drill out, press down, up, drill out. Again, tip of the tongue is on the roof of your mouth. Have I said that enough? So let's take it from the top together, all right? Again, sit down if you want, stand up if you need. Middle finger is on your side seam. Open up so your hip width apart. Forearm forward, whole arm up, sitting palm, and press down. Please sit down in your director's chair, not low down. That's not the nature of the art. Some of the Tai Chi forms, there are 5 major forms, yes, they are much lower, but this is our first time together. So I don't want you to be low. I don't want you to hurt your knees. You don't want your knee to pass your toe, because that puts the whole weight of your body in your knee, and that could create an injury. We're not looking for that. We're looking for health, rejuvenation, and using the body, because we only get sick when the body doesn't move, barring other things. But a body in motion is usually a healthy body, and they're doing more and more studies on that, which is why you look great and you feel great. So that was a minute rest. We're going to do it again. Please open up, hip width apart, middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, whole arm up, tip of the tongue on the roof of your mouth, sitting palm, and press down. Wave, hello, and open the door. That's your leg work. A little further apart. Wave, goodbye. And now your legs will come in. They will be fist distance apart. Your fist distance apart. As you can see, I have a little hand. So your fist is probably bigger than mine. And that's the distance you want between your feet. So say hello and open the door. That distance that we open the door is the distance from the knee to the ankle joint. From your knee to your ankle joint, which is about hip width and a half. And then we're going to close the door, fist distance. And up, out, open, up, out, and close. One more, up, out, and open, up, out, and close. Arms are now down at my side, but my index finger is on my side, and then the arms come up, cross in front. Palm up, palm down, press down, almost back to original position. Middle finger on your side seam, back to original position. Let's do it again together. If you have any questions, my email address and my website is going to be on the credits at the end of. Please feel free to call or to ask, no problem. So, from the top, hip width apart, middle finger on your side seam, forearm forward, tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth between your gums and your teeth. Don't make me check. Arms up, sitting palm, press down. Nice. Say hello, which is wave hands like clouds. Look in the direction. Open, wave, goodbye. You don't verbally have to say hello. It's just a cue for the move. And fist distance apart. Up, out, and press. Now also press down on your shoulders, pull up from the top of your head like you have a book on your head. And goodbye. And close. Wave hands like clouds. All the names of the Tai Chi forms, no matter which form you do, is the same. But the external movements of Tai Chi forms for each of the families are a little different. All the families internally, all the Tai Chi forms internally follow the same rules. Externally, they look different. But internally, they are the same. Wave hands like clouds. How many times do we do wave hands like clouds? Very good question. At the moment, as much room as you have. You could do it 3 times. You could do it 5 times. You could do it 9 times. Odd number works because we want to end the form so we can do cross arms, which means it's the end. Oh, another good question. How do I count? Cross arms, palms up, palms down, returning to original position. How do I count? Very good. You count your leg movements, not your arms. Count by your legs. So we're going to go back to the beginning. Where I started, we were hip width apart. You count the wave hands like clouds. 1, as the leg opens and closes. 2, leg open and close. 3, leg open and close. So we count left leg. So I'm going to start again. Your questions are great. Middle finger on the side seam. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth between the gums and your teeth, where you say la. Forearm forward. Good. Whole arm up. Take your time. If I am rushing, it's because I want to get everything in 20 minutes. But you don't have to rush it. Let this movement take you as slow and as long as you want. Sip it like a fine wine. Don't rush yourself. Wave hello. And now open. That's 1. Wave hands like clouds. Goodbye. Fist distance. 2. Good. Hello. Open. And wave goodbye. That was 2. 1 more is going to make 3. Like I said, you could do as many as you want. And open. Notice my right arm is staying down. Left arm opens. I don't end up with a T. 1 up, 1 down. And in to hip width apart. Then both up, cross arms, or hug. Palms up, palms down, press, and return to original position. Again, by the end of the program, you'll know it. You'll have no questions for me. All right, from the top, hip width apart. Good. Again, remember, you just need to shoot. Middle finger on your side seam. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Forward. Sit down in your director's chair. Don't bend your knee too much. And press down, nice and easy. Again, I'm only rushing. It's not done this fast. We say, well, we really don't say anything. We just wave. Hello, and open. Goodbye. And close, fist distance apart. Hello, remember the lateral movement is great for balance. And open. And it's true, the benefits of Tai Chi are so many. And they're doing more and more research about it. But it boosts your immune system. They don't know why. It increases the T-cell count. They're doing research on that. I hope somebody's counting, because I'm not. Let's say that was 2, okay? And one more makes 3. And in, hug, cross arms, palms face you, palms face the ceiling. When you pass the pinky, they turn over. Press down and return to original position. These are just 5 moves. I'm going to give you the names of all the moves in English. I speak Chinese with an American accent. I don't know why. So, feet hip width apart. This is preparation. Feet hip width apart is preparation. Middle finger on your side seam is preparation. Taking a breath, but not really a breath, a mental tool. And that's what I want to share with you, something to put in your toolbox. So in the meantime, we've been putting together a toolbox together. And after the show, you'll have a toolbox that you can use whenever you need. Tip of the tongue keeps your mouth wet. If you walk around for any exercise program and your mouth is hanging open, besides the fact it's not pretty, but it allows all the germs and the garbage that's floating in the air to go into your mouth. Plus, it dries it out. You keep the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth and your mouth normally closed and a gentle smile, but no work to it. It will moisten the inside of your mouth and keep it wet for whatever you do, and keep you moist and safe from catching disease that are floating in the air or flies, and we'll talk about that later. So that's the reason the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Why we sit down in our director's chair? Because anything we do needs this director's chair. Not a tremendous bend, a small, soft knee, rather than tight. So, middle finger on a side seam allows the shoulder joint to find a center and to be loose. So the other thing that we say inside to ourselves is the word calm, not the word relax. Relax is something the doctor says to me right before he gives me a shot, and nothing about that relaxes me. But the word calm, the soothing, even you can feel it inside. So put that in your tool chest too, please. So preparation involves being hip width apart, again from the center, a shoe distance. And preparation involves saying calm, putting the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth between your gums and your teeth. Some people like to say, whatever works. I give you the variety of it. In terms of your breath, again, just be aware that you are not holding it. That's all that counts. Because if you are holding it, you're not feeding the muscle, you're not feeding the cell. And if I say to you, let's coordinate it. Every time the arm goes out, you breathe out. Every time the arm comes in, you breathe in. you're going to hyperventilate and there'll be nobody there to catch you. So just natural. Be aware when you are clenching your jaw, twisting your mouth. If you have to, when we are finished, find music that you enjoy and do the form to the music. Feel free to do it standing up, sitting down, lying down in water, in the dentist's office, in a doctor's office. Use it as a meditation inside your head. You don't necessarily physically have to move at those moments. So these are different things the form can do. But again, a natural breath for us at this time means just don't hold your breath. And tip of the tongue to keep the mouth moist and safe from the bacterium and viruses that are floating around in our universe. Again, I would like to see if you could do it without me, but later. Ruchi, that's feet together. Mabu is hip width apart. It's a little horse stance. Middle finger on your side seam. Forearm forward. Whole arm up. Sitting palm and press down. Wave hands like clouds. 1, because the left leg moves. Notice it's opposite arm to leg. And bring it in. That's 1. Wave hands like clouds. 2. So I slowed up for a second. Doesn't make for good TV though. And up. They also say that Tai Chi is swimming without water. Here's 3. Up. Arm moves out. Leg comes in, hip width. Cross the arms. Palms up. Palms down. And middle finger on your side seam, return to original position. I'd like to talk about the body for a second. Nose, belly button, and leg move together. You don't want to twist. No twist. You want your spinal column to move as one piece. One piece. Nose and the belly button, the torso of the body moves as one piece. And no hula hula. No hula hula. We turn as one piece, I know you feel like doing the hula, but it's not Tai Chi. You're going to turn as one piece, nose and belly button, one piece, and bring the leg in. You're going to turn the body direction. A body direction isn't going to twist to the side. It twists to a diagonal corner, but it doesn't really twist. That's as far as you can go. What's the distance you can go? Put your thumb. I have a zipper, and you turn. That's as far as I can go, is the distance of my fist to that side, and the distance of my fist to this side. That's the distance, nothing more than that. So let's wave again, open and closing. If you are sitting down, it is obvious, you just bring the leg out, you bring the leg in. You bring the leg out, you bring the leg in, keeping it opposite arm to leg. From the top, please prepare. Middle finger on your side seam, hip width apart. Feel free to sing along with me. Tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth, between the gums and the teeth. La la. Forearm forward. Whole arm up. Sitting palm. And press down. Wave hands like clouds. Body makes a slight turn. I exaggerated it so you could see it. And up. Body makes a slight turn. And in. Body makes a slight turn. This is number 2. And go. Pressing down on the shoulders, pulling up from the top of your head. Last one. Cross arms, coming up. Hip width apart, tip of the tongue still there. Cross arms, palms up, palms down. Middle finger goes back to your side seam, and you return to your original position. Let's do it together, all right? We have about a minute or so left. So let's just keep doing it. I hope you let me know how you feel about it. I hope I'm still in the camera. Middle finger on your side seam. Forearm forward. Whole arm up. Sitting palm and press down. Wave hands like clouds. 1. Wave hands like clouds. Still 1. Now, see, we have slowed up. Wave hands like clouds. This is 2. Because I'm moving my left leg, opposite arm to leg. Wave hands like clouds. 3. Good. Come into cross arms. Palms up, palms down. Middle finger on your side seam as we return to original position. Let's do it again. And just keep doing it. It will get better. And why am I only going this way? Because I want to share it with you. And I want to make sure after the show you have something to use and something to play with and something in your toolbox. So thank you for staying with me. Middle finger on your side seam. Forearm forward. Whole arm up. Sitting palm. Good. Press down. Wave hands like clouds. We have 1. We have, yeah, I'm speeding up a little. Don't you? Here's 2. And this is the last one, because we are done. And I thank you again. I look forward to anything, any questions, anything you have at any time. TaiChiUSA.com.